Jonathan, welcome. Thanks for coming out tonight.
Thanks for having me, Chuck.
Absolutely. So wanted to start off think about your company's mission and purpose. And how does that help you drive really your decision-making processes day to day, week by week?
So I think the mission is everything. And our mission, we're trying to build a platform that helps business owners, founders have access to the best legal intelligence that helps them navigate complex legal and business issues successfully. And that's our mission. That's what we wake up. We're on a mission to do that each and every day. And I think, the companies that you see that are wildly successful, it's because they started with a very powerful and compelling mission. And that's what they were focused on. How big they scale, whether they scale to $1 billion company or they stay at 100 million, or they're just a small business owner at $3 or $4 million, all that scaling is just a byproduct of the mission. It's what you're on a mission to do and who you're trying to serve and the lives you're trying to increase with your products and services.
Fantastic. Okay, so thinking about that mission and thinking about your stakeholders that are engaged with you. Think about the customers, your employees, your investors, the management team. How do you prioritize and integrate all of their different perspectives and needs?
So I think the best way to do that is to prioritize around that mission, around the vision, around the core values that the company has. So the customers, those are who you're there to serve. Your products and services need to have a benefit in their life. It needs to increase their life in some way. It needs to make their life better. Otherwise, there's no need to purchase your product or services. It doesn't serve anything in the marketplace. And if you have a compelling product and service that benefits your customers, then you want to make sure that your people also feel that passion, have a compelling need to go out and serve those customers in the same way that your products and services do. So you have to have a great culture. You have to have a culture where people feel like the work they're doing is valued. They feel like they're making a contribution, that they're making lives better. And then your investors, your stakeholders, yes, they want a return on investment. Yes, they want to see good EBITDA. They want to see revenue growth. They want to see those sort of things. But they should also be aligned with your mission. If you've just got an investor that's only focused on the ROI, in my opinion, not a great investor. You need to get investors around you who also are aligned around that mission and that vision and have the same core values as your company has.
So you are in a really hot area of business right now, artificial intelligence. All of the benefits, all of the risks that come with that. From a conscious and purposeful perspective, how do you work to harness the energy and the opportunity for artificial intelligence?
So I think artificial intelligence, we need to make sure we're focused on beneficial intelligence, right? The artificial intelligence needs to serve the preferences of the user. And it's really critical that we sort of design it in that way. And there's a couple of things that I think we're going to see. Like when the internet was first gaining traction in the marketplace, the data or the information that you were receiving in return was not very good, right? It took 10, 15, 20 years before you started receiving really good data. The technology was good, right? But the data wasn't so good. And so with artificial intelligence, it's built on a data set, right? And if you look at ChatGPT, it scraped the internet. That's the data set. Doesn't necessarily mean that the data set's very good. So where the future of AI, I think, especially generative AI, is when you can tune it to a specific data set that's really high quality. So what we're trying to do in legal is we're trying to have the best legal intelligence, the best data set of legal intelligence, so that we can win the legal AI category and we can really help AI be a tool for good for business owners so they can get quicker, better access to the best legal intelligence available.
You talk about tool for good, and let's talk about the technology for good overall. You've been very successful in your career. You've had, great benefit of working with like-minded individuals. So what is some advice that you would give to people here tonight that how they can leverage their technology for good?
So this is my advice, really, I think, is very simple. There's these elite entrepreneurs out there. You've got the Elon Musk, you have the Bill Gates, the Steve Jobs, and oftentimes it's easy to look at those elite entrepreneurs and say that they had some magical trait that the rest of us don't have. And in my opinion, that is absolutely false. You can develop that trait as well. And I think what they did that others didn't is that they were absolutely relentless about their mission. Steve Jobs made mistakes. He had failures. He went through a lot of things that, most people would just give up. But yet his mission was so powerful. It was so profound. It meant so much to him. It was worth getting up every single day so that he could pursue that mission, that he was absolutely relentless. If you look at Elon Musk and some of the interviews that he's had, he expected Tesla to fail. He said, I thought it would fail, but it was a mission worth pursuing. And that's why I continued with that mission. So I would tell entrepreneurs who are bringing a new product or service to the market, be absolutely relentless about the mission, about the good you're trying to do, about how you're trying to serve humanity, how your products and services are benefiting your customers, the contribution you're trying to make to the world. Be absolutely relentless about that. And whether you reach the destination, whether you get to the $1 billion valuation or the $100 million company isn't really the point. That's a moment in time. It's that you got to wake up every single day and you got to be a contender. You got to work towards bringing that mission to a reality, because that's the life you're living. It's every single day that you're living to bring that mission to a reality. That's your life. It's not that destination point when you get there. It's what you're doing each and every day. So be relentless about your mission, have the courage, and continue forward.
It's fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing. I really appreciate your time tonight, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thanks, Chuck. Pleasure to be here.